Welcome, Happy Clams, to a very important part of this video series. Why do some people feel repelled by happiness? Why do some folks find happy people obnoxious or offensive? Why do some find it hard to be around very happy people? This is a pretty big topic, so it'll take 2 videos to cover it, but here's part 1 of when happiness sucks. If you do not feel happy as you watch my videos, I would expect you to react in one of 4 other ways, or a mixture of the 4. First, apathy. You could care less about me or what I say. Cool, no problem, you will find what you need somewhere else. Second, you may think I've flipped my lid and gone off the rails, right off the deep end. You may think I'm crazy, loco, mashugana, or just plain all wrong. This is also perfectly fine. Think whatever you want of me. Reaction type 3. You are currently but temporarily in a very stressful situation, like an illness or a divorce or a job change that is currently squashing your ability to feel happy. Believe me, I've had my share of health challenges and setbacks in life. The last thing I want to hear when I'm under great stress is just be happy. Bobby McFerrin's timing was lousy for me. At the time it was released, I hated Don't Worry, Be Happy. If this is you, you're fine. No, you're great. You are going through a very important growth experience. Please take care of yourself, rest, and ask for any help you may need. Finally, response type 4. You may think I, in these videos, represent how you should feel, but you don't. You may start to wonder, how come I'm not happier? Which can lead to, what's wrong with me? That can lead to fear, shame, guilt, anxiety, or worse. This is also perfectly normal and a perfectly valid reaction. If for any reason you react to my videos in any negative way, I offer you the following ideas. First of all, I am so much more than you see every couple of weeks in these videos. I get angry, sick, sad, grouchy, embarrassed, ashamed, all the negative emotions. Sometimes, just like everybody else. I don't live my life in a perpetually blissful state full of fairies and unicorns. Rainbows do not shoot out my head or my butt. I'm just an average guy reaching for more happiness in my life and trying to spread happiness with these videos. In the process, I get to express myself and enjoy myself. The last thing I want is for anyone to feel worse after watching my videos, but I know some will. Therefore, the least I can do is offer a possible explanation as to why you may find my happy videos less than pleasant to watch. You've probably heard of your inner child. According to psychology, it's that part of every adult that still feels and thinks like a child. Webster says the inner child is characterized by playfulness, spontaneity, creativity, usually accompanied by anger, hurt, and fear attributable to childhood experiences. So everyone's inner child is playful, spontaneous, and creative. I know I was definitely all these things, and I bet you were too. But we also all had childhood experiences that taught us anger, hurt, fear, and I would add shame, guilt, and unworthiness. All of these feelings are not natural. We weren't born with them. They had to be learned by us as we grew up. As events happened in my youth, they shaped and molded my personality and my perception of reality. We were all forced to restrict and limit our real selves, our inner child, the one who is playful, spontaneous, and creative, in order to be respectful, productive, and constructive, but most importantly, to fit in. We learn to deny ourselves our natural joy and happiness in order to feel accepted and validated by others. This is a bitter pill to swallow, but we all did it and still do it every day. I, for example, happen to be a nudist. I love to be naked, especially outside. And that is one joyful experience that I deny myself every time I go outside with clothes on. Is it better for society that I cover my shame? Absolutely. Would you prefer that I stay conservative and not strip my clothes off in this video? Definitely, right? Let me assure you, if I did strip right now and download it and edit it and then release the video in all my naked glory, which I could, I would feel terrible at every step. I would probably get headaches, nightmares, and just feel generally crappy the whole time, knowing that following my own bliss would be quite upsetting for others. Such is the world we live in. We deny our own happiness subconsciously, automatically, for the benefit of others all the time. Many of us learn directly in our childhood that happiness really sucks. Some parents get jealous of or even mad at their kids just for being happy. They may withhold their love unless the kids knock it off and behave. They may get jealous of their happy kids and punish the kids for rubbing their noses in their own unhappiness. Also, teachers demand conformity and attention. Other family members and community leaders instill guilt, shame, and unworthiness in us because they're feeling the same emotions themselves. When a child discovers that freely expressing their happiness gets them punished, they try to adapt their behavior accordingly. They learn that expressing their own happiness makes others unhappy, so they just stop being happy. Problem solved, right? But their decision not to be happy becomes a new normal for them. They learn to fear their own happiness, and that feeling continues into their adulthood. It's no wonder we fear our own happiness, because as a little kid we were rejected, punished, or even physically abused when we were happy, or because we were displaying our happiness. Such events can be bad enough to cause effects from mild discomfort to terrible emotional pain in that same grown-up adult each time they are confronted with joy. Some adults never even have allowed themselves to feel a moment of pure, guilt-free, shameless joy since they shut themselves down emotionally in their childhood. There are many ways to treat PTSD caused by childhood trauma, but they are beyond the scope of this video. If you think you may benefit from professional mental health care, please talk with your regular doctor about it. They can make a preliminary evaluation of your needs and refer you to an appropriate mental health care provider. If you're in an emotional crisis right now and you're in the U.S., please call 911 for emergency help. The National Suicide Prevention Hotline, 1-800-273-TALK, 1-800-273-8255, is about much more than suicide these days. You can even talk to them online. And finally, the National Treatment Referral Helpline, 1-877-726-4727, has operators standing by, waiting to help you find a mental health care professional near you. If your temp goes above 101 degrees, see your doctor. You may need antibiotics. If you think you may have a broken bone, get an x-ray. You may need a cast. If you're suffering mentally, please reach out to those healthcare professionals that are waiting to help. Choose happiness!